Listen, we are back. We are back. Make sure you like this video as you are coming in. Make sure you like it. Thank you. What is up, y'all? It's your girl, brand new. And, honey, I am back in the building. Listen, this time, honey, I am back to talk about Yolanda, honey, in this clip of him or her talking about love and marriage, Huntsville, honey, talking about how she about to make her coins, honey, on this here show. We know. Okay. Yolanda tried to drag Miss Melody Cherie and say that, honey, you have been replaced. Okay, we know that Melody can't be replaced. Okay, the show goes on without her. She still ain't booked another successful show after Love and Marriage Huntsville. It's like, Yolanda, girl, stop playing. Okay, stop it. And then Yolanda get to talking about how Carlos King likes her. Marcus is the only one that has a problem with her. Say what now? Why doesn't Carlos King say your name then? To me, Carlos calls out the people that he likes. Okay, he would say you by name, but he just says a blogger, darling. Okay? What is up with these people? They just really want to be affiliated with Carlos King. I even see some of that with Funky Dineva. Y'all know I love Funky Dineva. And Funky has a big following, but child. Funky Dineva want to work back with Claudia so he can get close to Carlos and get a show too. I mean, I'm just saying, listen. And this fool, Yolanda, brought up Funky Dineva and some other ones, honey, that she look up to. Okay, that she could learn a few things from. I'm like, I don't know. Look, I don't know if y'all need to learn from each other, honey. Y'all both got y'all issues. Y'all need to learn how to treat people, honey, okay? And especially him with Claudia and you with Melody, because that's what it's giving. That is what it's giving, honey. You trying to hitch your ride, okay? You trying to hitch your ride on somebody back to carry you. Then Yolanda gets to talking about how Marcus has an impressive resume and, you know, he be down to the basketball bullies, honey. I don't know what he doing with that show, honey, because it sounds like they not having a reunion. Okay, a family reunion. Okay, they're not they're not having one. But yeah, you can definitely tell, you guys, that Yolanda wants to be in proximity to, you know, people like Marcus, Starling, Carlos, Melody, the who's who, honey. Okay? Yolanda also calls out giving you the real tea, because I guess giving you the real tea, you know, made some comments about he doesn't understand why Yolanda is trying to sue Melody. Yolanda starts comparing herself to giving you the real tea as a nurse, and I guess Yolanda works in the healthcare field. Would that be mental health? Because, honey, look, the people just hiring anybody these days. I mean, I'm just saying, listen, okay? So Yolanda says that giving you the real tea went to school to get certain credentials behind his name. Yolanda says, honey, giving you the real tea gotta put himself in her shoes, honey, okay? Because Yolanda done graduated high school, done graduated college, done did her internships. Yolanda says, imagine, well, you know, not imagine, you know. The I am is silent. Is it? No. Let me quit. Honey, I don't know what's going on with this whole turning 40 thing, okay? Look like Miss Robinson is losing it a little bit, but I'm going to get it together, okay? Look, I ain't misspelled that yet. So look, there's still hope out here for me, okay? Child, Miss Wanda and Latifah, honey, they probably got some voodoo dolls, child, with me, honey, okay? We gonna make it to where you can't talk. You wanna talk about us? You better rack and five. Not with a list, honey. So Yolanda gets to talking about what if a family member went and lied on you and made up some lies about malpractice and saying that you gave the wrong medicine. That lie starts going around. The lie is going around the city of where you live. Yolanda is so dramatic. Nigga, sit down. Ain't no Yolanda, girl, ain't nobody think about your ass. Ain't nobody think about you in your damn hometown. The people don't care, girl. Okay, like when I tell y'all these type of people like Yolanda, they are delusional. They have delusions of grandeur. Okay, they people chase, they clout chase. Okay, it's a sad case, honey. Shout out to Aunt Leola, but it's like, child, why was they dragging Yolanda, honey? Oh my god, this person's comment, they said, I really cannot believe he is using being a nurse as an example because, one, you are not a licensed nurse. Ooh. And two, had the people that she was taking care of on your lives while you were working, that is why you lost your job. Ooh, they calling out Yolanda for honey. They saying that's why Yolanda lost that job, that good healthcare job, honey. Why is you going live at work? Okay. Why? What is... I don't know. At first I was like, maybe it's a part of the job. Maybe, she has it like that. You know what I'm saying? But no, I heard the field is totally different from YouTube. So it's just like, why is you going live at work? What happened to just keeping it at home, shaking a damn bone and keeping it at home, honey? Okay? Oh. That is why he lost his job. Ooh. Giving you the real tea shows anyone he is taking care of or goes live from the workplace. He knows better than you that he would get fired. So you need to stop playing the damn victim. I know that's right. I know that's right. So then somebody put up a screenshot of Yolanda saying that she is licensed in something else that's in the medical field. Ooh, child, it's a mess. So Yolanda goes off and says that I guess the word had got out that, it was this red flag for the company. How about the company saw your YouTube and saw how you treated people? How you tried to follow up after Melody Cherie. You were a monitoring spirit, just like Latifah. Okay, just like Miss Betty and the rest of them, Destiny. Melody had a lot of them on that damn show. Okay, she had motherfuckers off the show. That's how you know you that bitch. Okay? So, it's the delusions, honey, for me. So, Yolanda gets to talking in third person, okay? It's like, girl, if you don't just tell us what really happened with you. Okay, but she starts saying, I'm trying to make sure I use the right pronoun, honey, okay? They, okay? She gets to talking about, what if all of a sudden, the people where you work want people to shadow you and people acting like they can't trust you. Listen, Linda. This is why you're in a situation with Melody Cherie, because you started it and you trying to blame her for your poor character and your bad reputation. Okay? You cannot get out of a bad reputation. You the one that chose, okay, to treat Kiki a certain way, to treat Melody a certain way. Was it Auntie Ann? It's a whole bunch of content creators. I mean, hell, it's a list. Okay, and Miss Robinson can't remember everybody. Okay, but yeah, it's a whole bunch of people, honey, you done been into it with. So what if they just sat back and watched TV and just watched you on the YouTube, falling in and out with everybody? Okay? But like I told y'all, when y'all dealing with people like this, it's always going to be somebody else's fault. It will never be theirs. Okay? Because there is no remorse. There's entitlement because you feel, entitled to, you thought you should be entitled to Melody's circle and her projects and her progress, and you wanted to be all up in her business. But the minute she told you no, okay, it was a problem. Okay? She became public enemy number one. You can't tell these people no. That's how you kind of figure out how crazy they are. Just tell they ass no. The door is closed. The gates are closed. Okay? And you see how crazy and, how they really start turning up, honey. It's a mess. So, Yolanda goes on to press giving you the real tea, saying, what if it, really starts affecting your money, your livelihood? Like, what if all this stuff that's being said about you is affecting everything? You would feel a way too. So I guess that's her roundabout way explaining this frivolous ass lawsuit. Ain't no excuse for the lawsuit. Okay? Ain't no excuse for it. The woman told you no, she not interested, move on. But these people, they don't know how to deal with rejection. Okay? Because they feel entitled to hitch a ride onto your wagon. Okay? So, yeah. He's another Martell, another Ariane. And the list goes on. Then we hear Yolanda saying something very subliminal about Melody. Okay? She doesn't say her name, but she says something about, and she won't have nothing, she won't be able to get on another platform if I have something to do with it, because Yolanda got all these connections, honey. Okay? And it's like, girl, you ain't stopping Melody's bags. Melody got her own skincare line, music. She got all type of stuff. Okay, property preservation classes, like doing movies. Yolanda talking about Tubi. Like, it don't matter. She's working. She's booked and busy. You trying to keep up with her. That's the thing with these damn monitoring spirits. They think you stupid that you can't see who's trying to keep up with you, who's copying and pasting you. Okay? They trying to do a you better than you. Make it make sense. But yeah, get out of here. It's just really like, whew. I was like, child. But yeah, honey, the people that's out here screen recording Yolanda, honey. It's just seeing the delusions, honey. It was just crazy. It was just crazy. Ooh. Then Yolanda gets to saying that Melody is cool with all these people, like Claudia Jordan, and we ain't even seen her on Fox Soul. Fox Soul, the TGIF of it all, honey, it's gone. Okay? It's gone. So why would Melody want to be on Fox Soul? Most of they big shows are gone. That's not the place to be. Okay? That's not where the bag is at. Melody Melody want to be where the money reside, Okay, so why would she need that? Why would she need Claudia? She don't need Claudia. She ain't like Claudia. Claudia is the one that's clinging to all these peoples. And don't get me wrong, Claudia is good at what she does. I think she's a really good host. I enjoy her on Carlos King's show with Dustin. You know, she does a really good job commenting on Real Housewives of Atlanta and other hot topic issues. You know, she's very articulate. I give her that. But Claudia need a group of people. Okay? So why would Melody need her? Like, make it make sense. Yolanda says there is a way to transition and Melody failed at her transition. Child, I can't tell because you still want to be like her, okay? So, it's just a mess. Y'all pray for Yolanda, honey. Yolanda needs you to get down on both knees. Okay? Put your hands up. And just ask the Lord, why? Okay, just why? What is going on? Okay, so in other news, we got Siza. She dropped some receipts on Nicki Minaj saying Nicki asked for a feature twice but got no feature. So Siza says, Nicki, you absolutely know my music and what I contribute because you've asked for features twice to no response. In addition to rapping my lyrics on feeling myself, cooking up the bakes looking like a kilo. LOL, you're having a moment. I'm not sure why, but be blessed. Ooh, child, not the receipts. Not Nicki saying, hey, it's Nicki Minaj. Yes, how are you? I'm good. Thank you. Okay, we got Nicki say, okay, I'll just send the hook first. If she fuck with it, I'll send the files to an email. Give me a second. Wow. Not you asking for a feature twice and then dragging her. Okay. What is going on? So one person says, so is she upset that SZA successfully recorded with Cardi and Megan because it seems like everyone that record music or even speak to them, she's mad at? Another person says, you're having a moment. I'm not sure why, but be blessed. I love that response. I love it too, baby. Yes. Okay, in other news, honey, let's shake a bone and get the hell on. We got Miss Melody Cherie. She recently was on live stating that, you know, people need to stop accusing her of dating Hill Harper. He's a really good friend. And I think it was even Miss Van or somebody in the background was like, that's your best friend. And Melody was like, no, not best friend. Okay, I like Hill Harper. Okay, I read his books. Not Think Like a Man, but y'all know what I'm saying. I gotta look him up. It was a long time ago when I read his books. But yeah, I gotta get back into my Hill Harper bag, honey. I'm a fan. I loved him on He Got Game. He was Ray Allen's cousin in there, okay? But yeah, she said they're not dating. She respects his grind, his hustle. You know, he is everything that hood booger Martell wasn't. Honey, we get it, Melody girl. We get it. That's a real man, Savannah. I like Hill Harper, okay? So, he's really good friends with Barack Obama. Shout out to Barack. He was just on Michelle's his wife's podcast, in my opinion. So shout out to them, honey. I still got to go and finish up that interview. I love listening to Barack Obama talk, honey. I be like, God damn, can we clone him, Michelle? Can we put the nigga through a few machines, Michelle, and hand him back to you? Listen, Barack said, honey, he was changing diapers, and Michelle said it too. She said, honey, he had the night shift. He didn't feel like he was too good to change diapers, fix bottles. I know, like, even my child's father helped me. Okay? Yeah, like, he didn't want to get his ass up sometimes, but he got that ass up. Okay? And help with this damn baby. And shit, I would wake up in the morning, honey, get dressed, put the baby right on his chest, and I would be be gone. That's how you gotta do these niggas. That's how you gotta do them. Okay? That's how you gotta do them. Just leave them with the damn baby and don't worry about it. They don't be worried about it. Hello? Nelly would change a diaper with me. Okay, I would make sure the baby do his big one and hand the baby right to Nelly. Oh, nigga, I gotta go. Nail appointment, nigga. Emergency with my mama, nigga. But she with you. We still got some emergency, honey. We got, look, we gotta take care of on behalf of my mama. But you helping with this baby. Like, when a nigga tell you what he ain't gonna do, you flip it. Okay, like I told the women on Love and Marriage Huntsville, these niggas act up. You need to go on more vacations that they don't know about, out the blue. Just disappear out the fucking blue. What's the worst that could happen, right? But yeah, you gotta deprogram these niggas. Because they love telling you what they ain't gonna do. Yeah, I don't eat pussy. Nigga be eating pussy, chitlins, chicken. Child, a mess, honey. Okay, so last but not least, a woman on Facebook, honey. She says women sacrifice the most in relationships. I have been telling you guys this for the longest time. I really do feel like this. She says most relationships that last a very long time are because women are always sacrificing. We seen it down to the Love and Marriage Huntsville, you know, with the whole Martell cheating on Melody. You know what I'm saying? The amount of time that he did that, and he couldn't, you know, have a real conversation with Melody and, you know, just let her go. But no, niggas be wanting to have their cake and eat it too, and act like they go work on their behavior, act like they go change, lead a side chick along, make better decisions for the family, right? So you gotta look at that. Like, he sacrificed her fucking life, you know, for selfish reasons, so he could be this narcissist. Look at Marceau and Latifah. Look at Maurice and Kimmy. We thought they had the best marriage of all, but no. Maurice got Kimmy over there bending over and taking it, rolling over and taking it, whatever the hell it is. Stop, drop, and roll, whatever the hell is going on up over there. Then this nigga, she done got one baby up out the house, right? Her son, I guess he graduated college, Jalen. So he about to start working. He go surprise her on a vacation. Now meanwhile, they ain't even took no damn honeymoon after they marriage, right? So he go surprise her, talking about, yeah, I want my son with me, and I'm gonna move my bitter ass ex-wife and her husband into a home that I done bought. That way I can have my son with me. My son, and my son does to death. Okay, them first couple of seasons. Just for the little nigga to move there with his dad, and the dad don't even spend no damn time with him, okay? He put a old gotcha bitch on Kimmy. Kimmy had to, you know, look after Monster and get him to complete chores and stuff. He didn't want to do it. I'm just saying, listen, then Latifah, child, she is getting, instead of a nice date night, her ass is getting picnics in the damn house. Okay, she got these late ass home renovations. It's a mess. He kicked her out of her office. Okay, put another man in her office. Went to Vegas to renew his vows with her. Didn't want to get up to say a few kind words. Child, it's just a mess. Didn't take her on the first trip to Africa. I mean, we could just go on and on and on and on and on. But yeah, it is the women's that do most of the sacrificing. Even with Destiny and LaBarbecue. And y'all know Destiny scandalous as hell. But he made all that fuss about her taking his last name. And he got the hell away from her right after, you know, she had that baby. Like, gave the bitch divorce papers while they was still living at the house with each other. Okay? Destiny, that's why you can't be in these long distance relationships, honey, because you don't know these niggas. Okay, I think she should have lived with him before getting married and the baby. Really see what you are dealing with. Really see it. And he probably figured he didn't want to be with her either because she crazy. Okay, and got her issues. She a monitoring spirit. And something tell me that his mother and the women in his family didn't like Destiny. Then you gotta think Miss Nell don't like her and don't think that she would be a good mate for her son. You gotta look at all of that. So yeah, but back to the topic at hand, honey. It is the women that make the most sacrifice. Okay, yeah, Latifah had to beg Marceau to let her get a job, to let her contribute to the household. Okay, she got all them college degrees, but you gotta ask for permission? For what? Make it make sense. Oh, another thing about Yolanda, you guys. Yolanda said the people on Love and Marriage Hospital making some good money. They said, look, y'all caught that? I said, they said, look, pronoun, they, honey. Yolanda said, honey, that somebody done told y'all wrong. Wasn't it Winter that said they didn't get paid that well? What, $250 an episode or something like that? Okay, we'll say allegedly, honey, but it was something like that. She said they don't get paid all like that. Down to the Love and Marriage Huntsville, but Yolanda was saying since Love and Marriage Huntsville is the most popular show, you know, they getting a really good bag, but it don't matter what they getting because Melody is still doing good. She's still out here cashing checks and making deals. So let's see what the people got to say about this. One person says, ladies, stay single. Adopt if you must, but stay single. Look it up. Single women live longer since we don't have to be a mom 2.0 to a grown-up and don't have to be a caregiver to an entity sucking our years from us. I actually heard a man say, and this should have been a real big red flag for me. My eyes got big, honey. Okay? They got big. But the man was like, yeah, my ex put up with me. Why does somebody have to put up with you? Why do y'all think that somebody wants to struggle with you or be your damn therapist or like play all these goddamn riddles and games? That's one thing I don't miss with dealing with men. I feel like they all play too many games. Is at this point, nigga, we 40, we over the hill, nigga. Just give me that dick and give me that money. I don't do all this unnecessary arguing. I was looking at my one ex like, what bill is you paying? Girl, because we not doing all that. She did all that, but Miss Robinson ain't doing that. Miss Robinson's just trying to hold something. Okay. All this all these felonious ass arguments for what reason? Yeah, you don't like to argue and debate. Hell no, not when the nigga ain't paying all the bills. Okay, that just don't sound right. Okay, that ain't an equation, honey. Miss Robinson need to be a part of. Listen, the most dangerous man a woman will ever meet in her life is a significant other. Ooh. So a man steps in and says, stop it. Both sides are sacrificing. The difference is each person respects each sacrifice in long-term relationships. Sounds like she doesn't. Ciao, bye. Another person says, absolutely. The person says, I always believe that when a couple has been married 30, 40, or 50 years, it's often the wife who sacrificed, forgave, and fought to keep the marriage together. Yeah. And I didn't know this. Like, when I was going through my breakup, I was, like, meeting men, and they were so comfortable. I'm telling you, there were men that were married, had girlfriends. They acted as if they were so single, you guys. And I would have to remind them, like, don't you got an old lady? Yeah, but what's up with you? Nothing, nigga. You ain't get none of this peach cobbler, this banana pudding, honey. Some good-ass shit. Okay? Some good shit up over here. You not getting none of that shit. I ain't seen you paid no bill, changed no damn tire, honey. You know what turns me on about a man? A motherfucker that's helping me. That's what turned me on. But if you ain't doing shit, then I'm turned off. So another person says, OMG, y'all weird if you believe this. You must not know anyone married long that you have witnessed have healthy relationships. That's wild. I have been married for over 25 years, and this is a lie. This lady is lying. Yeah, y'all stay single because this married life clearly ain't for you. Everybody don't want to be married because a lot of times it is a unhealthy partnership, because some of the men are, they just programmed all wrong. They feel like they could have a wife and a girlfriend too. Look at Martell Hookhead and Hell. He felt like this motherfucker was so out of order. He started accusing Melody of the shit he was doing to her. Like, that happens all the time. But yeah, I have to agree. I have to agree with that. I do think a lot of men feel like, yeah, you're a woman. Because I work with a lot of men too, you guys. And over the years, I've noticed this. Yeah, but you're my work girlfriend and you owe me. It's like, nigga, you already got a wife. You already got a girlfriend. I'm not her. I'm not coming in smiling and, yeah, but you should be nice all the time. I've heard niggas say that to me. I've been wanting to smack the shit out of them. Listen to the shit that y'all say. It sounds so unrealistic. You should be nice all the time. Why are you coming in here with an attitude? You should be smiling. Nigga, I'm not a Walmart greeter. Okay, I'm a human being. Today I may be happy. Tomorrow I may be down. The next day I may be happy. That is my business. When you filled out the job application, what did it say? Did it say you are here to work Miss Robinson's nerves? Or you are here to clean, cook, or whatever the hell we're doing? That's why we are here. But these niggas, they act like you a damn maid, you their girlfriend. Okay? Yeah, but you should. This one guy, I'm not lying, y'all. He was all up in his chest. It just bothers me. You walk in here and you don't speak to nobody. It bothers you. I mind my business and I'm quiet. Honey, these niggas, they love chaos and confusion. And that's how you know people, they are not a good proponent of peace, you know? All right? Because people that are quiet, they're not bothering anybody, honey. You bother, girl. So another person, both sides sacrifice not just women, but women think that they are so perfect that they can never do anything wrong. I'm a woman, and I can tell you, now, most men have sacrificed so much to build their families, but it's always overlooked. Everything is always about you. Child. Another person says it took me 40 years to realize this. Never again. Another person says she didn't sacrifice. She suffered, plain and simple. She stayed because she is groomed. That's all. Because no one in their right mind should take oppression and abuse and think it's okay and righteous and normal husband behavior, because it isn't. Oh, so this next woman says, most women sacrifice their physical health from my observations. And these niggas will put their health at risk, okay? It's a lot of that going on. Because you got to think with their mindset, they feel entitled to have you and whoever, they want. I have so many real life examples of women whose health fastly and surely started to deteriorate while in the marriage. I remember telling one woman, you know what I've noticed? You don't get those terrible migraines anymore. That would have you throwing up and sleeping for hours a day. You barely have them since you left, and you have been manifesting everything that you truly wanted but couldn't have with that person. And she looked at me and smiled and said, yes, you are right. I didn't even think about that. Wow. Another woman says, I got it. I'm never going to abandon myself again. You know what that remind me of? That remind me of Tisha Campbell saying that her health issues subsided after she got a divorce. Once Tisha's divorce was finalized, she stopped experiencing symptoms of sarcoidosis, proving that stress can intensify one's experience with a health disorder. Yeah, and Tisha was over there married all them years to Dwayne Martin, and then they had to file for bankruptcy, and she ain't had no money for a long time. After, they got the divorce, she had to rebuild her wealth. And Tisha been in the business since she was a child. How the fuck do you lose everything in a marriage when you're supposed to like be getting money? Y'all supposed to be in a partnership. But no, it sound more like a dictatorship. Dwayne was over there fucking up the money and taking over, child. But honey, that's all I got to say on that.